Okay, so this is my vlog about my dietary habits, my eating schedules, things of that nature. As you've seen in my first ever post, I detest vegetables. I really will only eat green beans, and it has to be a certain type. I can't eat the whole cut ones. I have to eat like the French style, thin little striplet julienne or whatever you call them. So it's hard for me. I have a major aversion to salad. I've tried it many times and I don't like it. There's something about the consistency and the watery taste and things of that nature, so I find it hard. Basically, my habits up until I started this last Friday was to wake up in the morning and either graze if I had like snacks around, like if I had a bag of crisps or American chips or peanuts or something, I would, eat that throughout the day. And then I would have dinner at about 6, 7 o'clock, and it would be a really large portion of food because I was so hungry. And that also includes my drinking the 3 liters of pop a day, and basically all I would drink. So I've had to train myself now to get up in the morning and go have a couple boiled eggs or at least toast or something. And I did notice within about 3 or 4 days that my body started to rumble in the morning because it was already getting quite used to that schedule. I have yet to work in lunch. And I am trying to eat smaller portions at dinner. The other thing I've done is I've always been one to and I've kind of always been kind of in tune with my body. I know it sounds stupid because I'm fat and everything, but I always know what's wrong with me before I go to see a doctor or anything. I always know. And I've been listening to my body. I've been letting my body dictate when it wants food and, when it wants to eat and things of that nature. And so what has actually happened, and I'm not sure if it's because it's winter here and it gets dark around 6:30, but my body has been deciding that it wants dinner at about 4 p.m., 4:30, 5 at latest. So, and that's what I've been doing. And it works for me, and I know people are going to, write in and say, oh, you got to be careful because you're going to want to snack at night. So far, that has not been an issue. I have bought popcorn in case that becomes an issue, and not the microwave type or anything. It's the actual, you get the kernels and you make it yourself type popcorn, which I think is a healthier bet. But it hasn't had to happen yet, and I think it's going really good, and I think that's helping, one, to mix in that breakfast, because I eat at about 5 at the latest, and then get up at 8, 9 in the morning, and I'm starving by that point. I mean, my body's rumbling. It's actually woken me up a couple times because it is rumbling, and so I just go have that toast or have that egg or whatever, and that's working for me. So I'm just going to keep on with that for a while, see how that goes. I'm sure it'll start to change when the summer months come and it starts getting, light out until about 10 p.m. at night. But also that will allow me to eat dinner and then still go out and either bike ride or walk the dogs or whatever after dinner to kind of help burn some of that off. So that is basically what I do. On another point, I'm just going to go ahead and put on this since it's on right now anyways. I'm doing the hour walk. I've always gotten quite bored doing it, listening to music, trying to watch TV while I'm doing it. It just doesn't help. And so I was poking around online, and I found that the best way to use a treadmill is not to give yourself time destination, but to give yourself a distance destination. And I think this really helps, because I do find myself looking, it's like, oh, what time is it? Have I been an hour? So if you give yourself a distance that you need to work towards, if you want to get it done, because you can always walk quicker or run to get to that distance in a faster time, but you can't move time forward to get it over and done with quicker. So I am thinking that's what I'm going to do. Today, I'm not doing that today. I had a little bit of an issue and I accidentally stepped on a plug to a television while we were trying to move stuff around in the back room, and Americans watching, the plugs in the UK, the type of plugs you find on our dryers and our ovens, those big, I think it's 220 watts is what they go off of over here, so the 3 prongs, and I stepped on one of those and flailed open the bottom of my foot. So I have been doing some walking, but I can feel it kind of moving, so I had to do it in 2 stages today. And I'm hoping that will heal in a couple of days, and then I can do the distance. And I think my first distance I'm going to set for myself is 2.5 miles, and then I'm going to bump it up from there. And I think that's best overall, because one, that will condition my body just getting the exercise, but 2, because if I'm feeling the need to get done sooner, I'm going to have to run now, aren't I? And that's going to be even better. So that's what I'm going to do. That was a little bit of history on my dietary. And I hope everybody's having a great day, and I shall see you on my weekly update. Bye!